Hi, I'm Mrs. A, the Double Eagle school nurse. I miss all of you Eagles out there. I have some friends with me today. We want to share with you some ideas on how you and your family can stay healthy. I have Harry the hippo, and I have Tigger the tiger. Hi. And I have Rachel the rabbit. Hi guys, how are you? So, a bunch of you know me as the sugar detective, but today I'm going to be the bug detective. So, I got some bugs on a glue trap. Let me show them to you. Ew, disgusting, right? Look at all those bugs on that glue trap. Don't they just look exciting? Ew, I don't think so. Oops. Sometimes, not on a glue trap, but on our hands, we get dirt. And what happens when we get dirt on our hands? Rachel, do you know what happens when we get dirt on our hands? I think we have to wash our hands, Mrs. A. So, on a quick wash my hands. There. Look, I washed my hands. Oops, I didn't get all the dirt, did I? Tigger, be quiet over there. You're laughing at me. Well, why is it so important to get all the dirt off of our hands? I'm going to talk to you guys about that in a minute. But let me quick get this dirt off, and then I'm going to talk to you about really getting dirt off, okay? And why it's so important. Because you guys could see all that dirt on my hands, but the problem is there's lots of little tiny microscopic that you can only see with a microscope germs. Some of them are called bacteria, some of them are called viruses, and you can only see them with a microscope, so you don't know when you have them on your hands and when you don't. And the problem is, if you get them on your hands and without thinking, you touch your face, near your nose, your mouth, or your eyes, those little viruses or bacteria, they can get into your mouth and your nose. And then if they get into your nose, they can go up your nose and get into your body, and they can make you sick because some of them are not good. There are some bacteria that are good, but there's some that are not good. And so that's how we often get sick, is through these bugs, only they're not really bugs, but I'm going to call them bugs, okay? These bugs that get into our bodies from our hands, through our mouth, through our nose, and our eyes, and they make us sick. So, that's why it's so important to wash your hands properly. I want to talk to you about washing hands, okay? Did you see how fast I washed my hands and I didn't get all the dirt off of them? The trick for washing hands is, first you get your hands wet, then you put some nice soap on them, and then you start scrubbing. You have to scrub for 20 seconds. Well, actually, you know what? I was reading that you don't need to actually scrub really hard because you can damage your skin and then germs can get in that way. But you should rub for 20 seconds. And how long is 20 seconds? Harry Hippo, how long is 20 seconds? Mrs. A, I think it's if you sing happy birthday 2 times. You are exactly right, Harry Hippo. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, Harry Hippo. Happy birthday to you. It's not my birthday, Mrs. A. That's okay. I just wanted to sing happy birthday to you. Oh, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Tigger. Happy birthday to you. Mrs. A, it's not my birthday either. Oh, that's okay, Tigger. I just wanted to sing happy birthday to you. Okay, now I'm going to rinse my hands. And that was 20 seconds of hand washing. You should wash the front and the back, your fingers, in between your fingers, and hopefully you get most of the germs off, okay? The viruses, the bacteria, and then you can dry your hands. So, Rachel wants to know, when do you need to wash your hands? How often should you wash your hands, Mrs. A? Well, Rachel, you should always wash your hands before you eat, because if you're touching your food and then your food goes into your mouth, if you had germs on your hands, they're going to go into your mouth and they're going to get into your body that way and they can make you sick. Oh, I didn't know that, Mrs. A. So another time you should wash your hands, Rachel, is after you go to the bathroom. Ew, why after you go to the bathroom, Mrs. A? Well, because in the bathroom, sometimes you get germs on your hands. And a lot of the germs that you can get in the bathroom are germs that can make you sick. So that's why you should always wash your hands after you go to the bathroom. Because if you go to the bathroom and then you come out and you touch your face, it can get into your mouth and make you sick. Or if you go touch other things, it can make somebody else sick. And you don't want to make anybody else sick, right? No, I don't want to make anybody else sick. So, another time you should wash your hands. What if you are a little bit sick yourself and you have a runny nose and you need to blow your nose? So get your Kleenex and you blow your nose. And then what might have happened to your hands? If you're a little bit sick and you have those viruses inside of you, they're going to come out into that Kleenex and they're going to get onto your hands. And then you're going to go to the store. Ooh, I love going to the store, says Tigger. Then you're going to go to the store and you're going to touch this thing and that thing and the other thing. And guess what? The next person's going to come along and they're going to touch this thing and that thing and the other thing. And guess what? Though they might then accidentally touch their face without thinking, and then those germs are going to go up into their nose or their mouth, and they're going to make them sick too. And that would be really sad. Yes, that would be really sad, Mrs. A. Aw, it's okay, Tigger. Just always wash your hands after you go to the bathroom, or after you blow your nose, or before you eat. Now, what about if you go to the store yourself and you forgot that your parents said don't touch stuff in the store, and you go around, oh, I want that lollipop, and oh, I want that apple, and I want that orange, and you touch them. You don't think, but you're not actually going to buy them. You just are going around the store touching things. You can get germs on those things and make other people sick. But also, if you're not sick, you can get germs off those things that somebody who was sick got on their hands, and then it will make you sick. That's why you don't want to go around the store touching things, okay? Just don't touch anything you don't have to touch. Only touch what you're going to buy and put it in your cart, okay? And then, as quick as you get back to your car, use some hand sanitizer and rub it all over your hands. And then when you get home, go to your sink and wash your hands for 20 seconds, like I said earlier, and get all those germs and viruses and bacteria off your hands so that you don't get sick and your family doesn't get sick. Okay? Ooh, what if you're sick and you've been sneezing a lot? What happens when you sneeze and you go, achoo, and it goes clear across the room? It can go 12 feet. That's clear across the room. And then it lands on somebody else, and those droplets from your sneeze get on their face or their hands, and then that germ goes into their nose, and then they get sick. That would be so sad. Oh, Harry's crying. It's so sad. It's okay, Harry. They'll get well. Although some people get so sick, they have a really, really hard time. And so it's really, really sad, okay? So you don't want to sneeze on anybody else. So if you're going to sneeze, what should you do? Sneeze into your hands, achoo, and then go touch everything? I don't think so. No, you want to sneeze into your elbow, achoo, because your elbow doesn't touch very many things, okay? Which reminds me, you don't want to do elbow bumps, because if you sneezed or they sneezed into their elbow, that's a good way of spreading germs too. So, you don't want to do elbow bumps. Suppose somebody comes up, this new person, and they want to meet you, and they hold out their hand to shake your hand, and you think, oh wow, I don't want to be rude. I want to shake their hand, but I don't want to get germs from their hand onto my hand. So what can I do to keep from spreading germs by handshaking? Well, you know what, Tigger? Let's practice. You're going to come up to me, and you're going to reach out your hand to shake hands. I'm going to say, hey, Tigger, it's really, really nice to meet you. Here's a virtual handshake. And then just pretend you're shaking your hand. You can be real friendly about it and be real nice, but you don't have to actually touch their hand, do you? You can just shake their hand and give them a virtual handshake. That sounds fun. Let's practice, Mrs. A. All right, Harry. It's nice to meet you. Would like to shake your hand. Oh, that's okay. I'm really happy to meet you, but I'm just going to give you a virtual handshake. That was nice. So, guys, I just want you to stay healthy. I don't want you to get sick. I don't want your family to get sick. Another trick is, right now, well, we're all staying home to try to keep other people well. That's a good thing, but at some point we're going to be going back out into public, right? And one thing you can do is just keep a little bit of distance from other people. Right now they're telling us 6 feet. So 1 foot is about this far. So about 6 times that would be 6 feet away. So just keep your distance. And then, I saw my grandkids today, and I just wanted to hug them so bad. They were sitting in the car, and I was outside looking at them through the car window. They just came over so that I could wave at them. You know what? I was able to give them a virtual hug instead of actually hugging them. I could just pretend to give them a hug. Give them a hug and then blow it over to them. So, during this time, maybe you guys would like to learn to give virtual hugs, okay? And I miss all you guys, so I'm going to give all of you a virtual hug. I love all of you. Stay healthy.